the strength he shows. Here's that buckle bomb. The buckle bomb has hurt Danielson, but Black has nothing left. He was almost down. Now he dives on back into the ring. Can he beat the count? Oh, look at Danielson. Danielson just grabbed hold of his leg.
I told the people I'm going to reveal who is going to be the next Ring of Honor World Champion. And I'll make it simple. I'm looking at him right now.
What a win that was for Tyler Black, arguably the biggest match of his career. And look at the confidence he has coming into the ring here tonight, and well-deserved confidence it is.
It was a big victory for Tyler Black, finally defeating Bryan Danielson and coming out to speak his mind. But you know who I'd rather hear from? The most important man in Ring of Honor, the world champion, Austin Aries.
But Dave, I think you have to agree that Tyler Black is the top contender right now, and this young star deserving of all the accolades he can get. Kyle Durden in there to talk to him, but what is this? Austin Aries, I know you're the champion, but you don't interrupt what's going on in the ring.
Well, this is more like it. The world champion to kick things off this week here on HDNet.
Get a good look at this. Get a good look at me. We're going to be together for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I do know that Austin Aries trying to upstage Tyler Black right here. What's that all about?
It's his right. He is at the top of this company. He is the world champion. And I'm interested to hear what he's got to say.
I'll tell you somebody who's not, and that's Tyler Black. As you see, he is totally disinterested in this, as well he should be.
Austin Aries, ladies and gentlemen, I was going to take this time to ask you how you felt.
What you're going to do is take the time to ask me my thoughts on why you're interviewing this guy instead of the champion.
It really was Tyler's time. He asked for this. I'm very sorry, but the man asked for some time. I was going to give it to him, and Tyler Black, the time is supposed to be yours.
Yeah, the time. Maybe you didn't understand me. I'm sorry, Tyler Black. If you want time, I suggest you get one of these. Hold this mic where I want it. Hold my sunglasses. Now, I am a little bit curious, Tyler. What's on your mind these days? After you failed to beat me in New York City, after you failed again on your quest to become the ROH World Champion, I'm kind of wondering what's on your mind. I'm kind of wondering why you think you deserve to be in this ring, and I want to know why exactly you think you can beat me.
You want to know why, Aries? I'll tell you why. Because I'm bigger, I'm stronger, and I've never had that belt, so I'm a lot hungrier than you. Not to mention, I've got all these people chanting, "Next World Champion."
You think I give a damn about these people? I obviously didn't need any of these people to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. You obviously think you do.
What's going on now? Here's former champion Nigel McGuinness coming in. Wonder what he has to say about these two in the ring.
Well, that's the man that predicted Tyler Black would be the next world champion, Nigel McGuinness.
I couldn't stand back there. I had to come out here and get my 2 cents worth in. Now, Tyler Black, you may be bigger, you may be stronger, you may be hungrier, but the truth of the matter is you have never got the job done on game day. You see, I have been prophesying, and I had said to each and every one of you, it was either going to be Tyler Black as the next world champ, or it was going to be Brian, it's not herpes, Danielson. Well, as we can see, you beat that clam digger, but when you had the opportunity, like a prepubescent 14-year-old, you dropped the ball. So you've got to ask yourself, Tyler, are you really going to be the next world champ? Or are you always going to be the guy who takes his eye off of the ball?
I agree with Nigel that he has to stay focused to be the champion. But look at that. He has the strength, he has the size, he has everything to get it done, Tyler Black, and he's going to get his shot. And I think Dave's going to be, whoa, what is that? Austin Aries, oh, that was just not right. Coming from behind, taking that belt, hitting him on the head. I mean, he has no business being in the ring in the first place.
He took his eye off the ball, and the ball just smacked him right between the eyes.
He didn't take his eye off the ball. He was focused on what Nigel McGuinness had to say. He wasn't even looking at Austin Aries. Aries waited until he had his back turned. You hit somebody in the back. That's a low blow, and that's something that a champion does not do.
Hey, in a wrestling match, you have to have eyes in the back of your head, Hog, and that is true for Tyler Black if he ever wants to be world champion.
Dave, that was not a wrestling match. That was just a low blow, and I tell you what, you look at his face. Look at his eyes. Austin Aries hitting him in the face is, I think, going to be the key to getting Tyler Black totally motivated, totally focused to winning that title. Our main event, a triple threat match tonight. Let's learn more about one of the competitors, Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong!
The way I prepare for a three-way is pretty much just like I do any match. I mean, obviously, with that extra guy in there, you have to kind of be a little bit more cautious, but I mean, the only factor in this match is I don't really know that much about D'Lo. I mean, I've seen him wrestle quite a few times, but I have very limited experience with him in the ring, so I'm a little worried about him tonight, but Jay, I'm not too much concerned about because I know him like the back of my hand, son. I mean, we have a friendly competition in the ring, outside of the ring. I mean, be it horseshoes, beer drinking, Madden, backyard football, and slow pitch softball. I mean, last time on HDNet was our rubber match. It was a big match, and made Jay tap out, just like I told him I would.
Right now, a tag team match coming up. One of the teams, Kenny King and Red Titus.
This tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first in a total combined weight of 438 pounds, the team of Red Titus and Kenny King.
And of course, the lovely Vicky with them. She's British. I swear she looks like she's from South Philly, Dave.
Wow, I'd like to go to some foreign countries with her.
Red Titus, of course, somehow he always manages to have a lady with him. Oh my gosh.
He is addicted to love, along with the pretty boy Pitbull, Kenny King. One of the hottest tag teams here in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, well, that last move was a little scary from Red Titus, Kenny King, and now let's meet their opponents.
And their opponents, at a total combined weight of 469 pounds, the team of Kenny Omega and Eric Stevens.
this is going to be a great tag team, Omega and Stevens. You may remember a couple of weeks ago was Eric Stevens who saved Kenny Omega in that match, and that's what led to these two teaming up. Can't wait to see him here tonight.
You have the power of Eric Stevens along with the agility and athleticism of Kenny Omega battling King and Titus here tonight.
I'm glad you agree with me that Stevens and Omega are pretty good.
They're impressive, but they don't have the tag team skills, the unit that Kenny King and Rhett Titus are in that ring.
Oh, Dave, it's obvious who the fans are for here tonight as well. They should be. Kenny Omega, Eric Stevens. Let's see who's in the ring first. Will it be Titus? Will it be King? What Rhett Titus had to eat for dinner tonight, but he needs to chill just a little bit. Focus on what's going to go on in the ring. I think it's going to be Kenny Omega and Kenny King to start this tag team bout off.
And the start of the match is very important. Decides which team gets the momentum right off the bat. And there's a lot of history between the two Kennys in this particular contest.
Yeah, this has been a pretty hot rivalry here in Ring of Honor. See how they get started. Kind of feel each other out to get things going. Ooh. Nice elbow from Omega.
These are two men known to take risks. You don't want to make a risk too early in the matchup. Kenny Omega just trying to wear down Kenny King right off the bat with this chin lock.
Something like that. I don't think that's bothered Kenny King too much, but it's something Omega uses early on to start to wear down his opponent.
Kenny King able to break free and maneuvers into the side headlock on Kenny Omega.
Like I said, both these guys just feeling each other out a little bit early. Not a lot of damage being done there. King, though, off the ropes with an elbow to Kenny Omega.
You can see the confidence in Kenny King right there.
Well, I love the athleticism of Omega. Did you see him get up off the mat? Has great leaping ability, as we saw a moment ago.
Those arm drags, shades of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat right there as he keeps hold of his opponent back into his corner, and in comes the powerhouse.
Well, the tag is made. Oh, a blow to the midsection from Eric Stevens to Kenny King. He needs to tag out, and he does. Now we'll see Rhett Titus in the ring for the first time. I still say Rhett Titus spends way too much energy focusing on things other than his opponent.
Well, he's focusing on Eric Stevens right now. He's got him down on the canvas, wrenching away on the side headlock. But he also needs to prepare for later on tonight with some of the ladies, be it the lovely Vicky in the corner or some of these women in the crowd here tonight.
Yeah, Vicky from South Philly.
She's from Coventry, England. The COV. Shoulder tackle, but can't budge Eric Stevens.
Yeah, I love the strength in Eric Stevens. Look at that again. Boy, does he pack a lot of power into that body.
So does Rhett Titus. Look at the guns.
Oh, foot right there. Oh, there's that thrust. Man, that thing's just disgusting.
You don't think it's a must?
It's just disgusting.
Driven into the turnbuckle head first and shot right across the chest.
One of the reasons I think this makes a great tag team, Omega and Stevens, is Omega has the great athleticism and agility. Eric Stevens with tremendous power. And Omega, oh my!
Cover right here, but only gets two. But hey, the same is very true for Kenny King and Rhett Titus. The agility of Kenny King is something special. He's got great leaping ability. And Rhett Titus has got the power as well. And they have the experience as a tag team, something that Omega and Stevens lack.
Dave, I agree with you. I think we're watching four of the real young lions here in Ring of Honor. All four of these have potential to do great things in this sport.
This is what separates us from everybody else in professional wrestling. And we've got a red-hot tag team scene right now.
Boy, the elbows of Kenny Omega have been lethal on Kenny King so far.
Just wearing him out. The Irish whip reversed.
And there's that agility you gotta love from Kenny Omega. On Omega right to the face of Kenny King, who's complaining to Todd Sinclair. Now look at Omega up on the ropes. Red Titus knocks him down. Kenny King with a kick after Red Titus had pulled Omega down.
And that's teamwork from King and Titus. Only got 2 though. They had the referee tied up, and Red Titus took advantage of the referee distraction, took away the balance of Kenny Omega, and now it's Kenny King all over Omega down on the canvas.
Trying to win without character, Kenny King, Red Titus. And Omega needs to get to Eric Stevens quick.
Well, you know that Kenny King and Red Titus are going to do their very best to cut the ring in half and keep Omega away from his corner and away from being able to tag Eric Stevens back in.
There's that nasty thrust again from Red Titus, and Kenny Omega is just about out of gas. He's getting 2, and he's able to slip out of that. Count from Todd Sinclair. Red Titus has to break it. Oh my, the knees right to Omega. He is still in trouble, but only a count of 2. Great effort on the part of Kenny Omega to avoid getting pinned.
Trying to fire back here on Red Titus, but he's keeping hold of Kenny Omega. Able to break free, trying to mount some offense here.
Well, he's doing it. Couple of shots to the head. Omega's come alive. He's still not able to tap out, and he is in the wrong corner here.
Able to cut that ring in half. As soon as he was inching his way toward Eric Stevens, they drove him back into their corner, and back in comes Kenny King. Some double teamwork now.
Boy, Omega, Kenny Omega just staying alive has been amazing. And he's still just a count of 2. He needs to get to Eric Stevens.
But he's not moving right now. Kenny King has the match in hand, and King and Titus, they are such an amazing tag team force. I see potential championships in their future. You know, there's a lot of great tag teams here in ROH, the Dark City Fight Club. Eric Stevens and Kenny Omega doing their best to try to get past King and Titus tonight. But if they can keep their hands on Kenny Omega, keep him grounded, they've got this match won.
Well, I still say these guys are too young. You got to look at the American Wolves, Steen and Generico. Those guys have proven themselves, and boy, Omega, how much can he stand of this in the ring? Still just a count of 2, and again a count. Omega has been in this ring a long time.
Whichever of these 2 teams wins this match will certainly jump up in the tag team rankings. And my money is on Kenny King and Red Titus. Springboard leg drop. Nicely done.
Your money may be on him, but Omega has had some tough breaks so far here in this match. Can he get to Eric Stevens? That's the big question. For them to win, he's got to. Oh, look at the smile on King's face. A little arrogance there.
Omega placed up top by Kenny King, maybe looking to finish him off right here.
Says he's going to put him to sleep. We'll see.
Firing away, though, on Kenny King, who lands on his feet.
Dive from Omega. Oh, he's got something left. Yeah, he's got something left. Can he make the tag now? He's got to do it. He is hurt. He summoned up some strength from somewhere. I have no idea how he did that. He has got to get to Stevens. Look at Eric. Got the hand out. Can Omega get to him?
Crawling toward his corner. Red Titus tagged in.
There it is. There's the tag, and that might be the key. Look at the strength coming on Eric Stevens. He wants a piece of both of these guys.
Oh, Eric Stevens is a house of fire right now and elevates Red Titus into the lights.
Elevates Kenny King as well. Oh, he doesn't mind taking on both of them at the same time. No way.
He is a runaway train with the shoulder tackle off the second rope.
Now up on the ropes. Red Titus. Oh, he slipped. I'll tell you what, all that gyrating around. Got a lot of perspiration going, and he slipped. And just a 2 count before Kenny King able to get in there. Put an elbow to the head.
Some hard chops from Eric Stevens on Kenny King. But a reversal. Ooh, just catches him out of midair.
There's the power, and there is Red Titus. You know what? I still say it should be 1-on-1. Almost 3, just 2. It's almost like 1-on-2 right here.
Kenny Omega trying to catch his breath out on the apron, but he gets forearmed to the floor by Red Titus. Meanwhile, King with the backbreaker.
Yeah, Omega tried to get in the ring and help his partner. What's this? Here comes Titus. He didn't slip that time. And
that's it.
Stung Eric Stevens.
What?
No. Eric Stevens stays alive, but he is hurt. Red Titus diving off the top of those ropes with Kenny King holding him down.
Perhaps the double team blockbuster.
I don't like it.
The double team blockbuster of King and Titus. Can it earn them the victory? No. Stevens fights out of that position.
He knocked King down out of the ring. Now Omega's going to come in and help a little bit. Dive by Omega. That takes care of King.
It's that moonsault to the floor. Meanwhile, inside the ring, Eric Stevens. Choo-choo in the corner.
Oh, you saw the choo-choo signal. Titus, Dave, Omega, the athleticism off the ropes. I think he's got him now. He's got him. Oh, Kenny King getting in the ring to save his partner, Red Titus. Throws Eric Stevens outside the ring.
And now it's Kenny Omega. He's gonna have to fight off 2 men himself. Nice neck breaker there from Red Titus. There's the tag. Kenny King, the legal man.
Well, in this match, David, it mattered who's the legal man. Both guys, King and Titus, have been in the ring. Look at, exactly, that is my point right there. What is that all about?
This is called teamwork, huh?
No, it's not, Dave. Todd Sinclair has lost control of this. He has completely lost control.
Whoa! A double head scissors on both of his opponents by Kenny Omega.
Well, it just goes to show, you know, you can't cheat and win all the time.
On the floor, Eric Stevens into the barricade, and inside the ring, duck of the clothesline. Omega off the ropes, takes out the leg.
Kenny Omega has so many moves, you never know what's coming.
Drives him face first, down into the canvas.
Now Omega needs to stay focused. He's got to capitalize when he makes a move like that. It's my one criticism of Omega is that sometimes he doesn't capitalize when he's got his man down.
He's going for that electric chair German suplex, but Red Titus pulls the leg.
And what the heck is that? What in the world is that?
It's teamwork, Hog. Red Titus took out the leg of Kenny Omega so he couldn't nail that electric chair German suplex. And it's King and Titus that pull out the victory.
Well, if you want to win and not abide by the rules, I hope you're proud of yourself, Red Titus, Kenny King. And now they're going after Kenny Omega. Here comes Eric Stevens. That's the way you look after your partner. Even though the match is over, Stevens is tired of this mess from Red Titus and Kenny King.
Well, King and Titus out to the floor, out of harm's way, but they did pull out the win. This is a tag team to keep your eyes on for the future here in the ROH Tag Team Division.
Yeah, I'd like to see them win honestly one time before I would declare them contenders for anything.
Let's take a look at how it happened. He was going for that electric chair German suplex. Red Titus took out the leg and held him down. Referee didn't see it. All that matters is they got that W.
You know, that's not all that matters. All that matters is you win honestly, and these two guys didn't do it. I hope they're proud of themselves. Well, still to come tonight, don't forget our main event. We've got a three-way. Roderick Strong, D'Lo Brown, Jay Briscoe. Let's hear more about D'Lo.
D'Lo Brown!
People fear Roderick Strong. I don't fear him. So for me to say one thing about what I'm thinking about him, no, I'm just not gonna undersell him. Just I'll be watching him. Jay Briscoe is a tough SOB, and the things he does in the ring are extremely impressive. But he ain't no D'Lo Brown. To win a three-way match, to win the famed three-way dance, there's really only one strategy. Eliminate one of your opponents. And then it becomes one-on-one. And when he pokes his head back up, whether it be Jay, whether it be Roderick, boom, just knock him back down to the floor. And one-on-one, I don't believe there's a man in the Ring of Honor who can beat me.
Slap the porpoise! Coming up, we'll have an update on former Ring of Honor champion, Jerry Lynn. Welcome back. One of the big stories in Ring of Honor of late has been Jerry Lynn, former champion, Dave. But what about his future?
Well, Jerry Lynn won the world title in Houston back in April, lost it in New York City in June, and now Jerry Lynn is back at home with his family discussing his future options.
Whatever decision he makes, Jerry, we hope it's the best for you. And of course, we'll have the answer here in the future on Ring of Honor on HDNet. Right now, let's get back to ringside action.
This match is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Yonkers, New York, weighing 241 pounds, Eddie Kingston. His opponent currently in the ring from West Orange, New Jersey, weighing 150 pounds, Orange Cassidy.
Hey, you remember last week, Dave? Eddie Kingston wanting a shot at Chris Hero. Wants him in the ring, but had to settle for getting him in the dressing room, and boy, he went after him.
Look at the people, big man.
You gotta be kidding me. Orange Cassidy, as you heard, weighing only 150 pounds, going up against Eddie Kingston, who says, what is this?
I would not want to be Orange Cassidy on this particular evening. Eddie Kingston is a very determined man to get his hands on Chris Hero once again inside the ring in an official matchup.
Oh, we haven't seen a lot of Orange Cassidy on Ring of Honor. There might be a reason why. Or maybe he packed something in that 150-pound body.
No, we're about to find out. But the last of a dying breed, Eddie Kingston, a man who hits very hard and takes great joy in beating the living daylights out of his opponent. What a shot right to the face.
Well, I don't know if we'll see much more of Orange Cassidy after tonight on Ring of Honor.
Hard chop across the chest. You know, Eddie Kingston, a brutal wrestler inside that ring, but that attack, it was a locker room ambush on Chris Hero last week, Hog. Uncalled for and lighting up that chest, just turning it beet red.
Well, Eddie Kingston, of course, really wants that match with Chris Hero. I think he's going to take his time here with Orange Cassidy. Probably so we can just get a really good look at those trunks. That's the weirdest looking thing I have seen in a long time. Well, I guess if you're 150 pounds, you do whatever you can do.
He just launched him overhead with that suplex.
Yeah, Dave, but are you noticing that Eddie Kingston is not going after? He could probably pin him right now, but he's just taking his time in the ring. Orange Cassidy.
Well, he's trying to do whatever he can to get the advantage. Tried to rake the eyes, but leg cradle suplex launched overhead yet again. And could it be time for the backdrop driver?
You know what? I think he is picturing the moves he's going to make on Chris Hero. Every one of these moves he's making on Orange Cassidy, he wants to do to Chris Hero.
It's not going to be this easy against a world-traveled athlete like Hero, but there's the back fist from Eddie Kingston, and it looks like this one's over.
Slap the porpoise, Eddie Kingston, as we expected. An easy victory over Orange Cassidy.
The spinning back fist from the last of a dying breed, Eddie Kingston, put him away.
And let's go to Kyle Durden.
For weeks now, you've gone after Chris Hero. So I have to ask you, what is it going to take for you to end all of this?
Real simple. This will only end when Chris Hero is no longer in this business. This will end when Chris Hero stops playing politics and stops burying people and gets out. People like him are the reason why good, hard-working people like myself and others do not get an opportunity. Hero, one day you will be in the ring with me, and I'm gonna rape your face with my fist. That's all that it's gonna take.
You get the idea that he really wants Chris Hero in that ring. Eddie Kingston, no problems with Orange Cassidy.
Get in the ring! Stop the game up!
Now, before we move on, let's take a look back at what happened earlier tonight.
Like a prepubescent 14-year-old, you dropped the ball. So you've got to ask yourself, Tyler, are you really going to be the next world champ? Or are you always going to be the guy who takes his eye off of the ball?
Well, you got to wonder, in 2 weeks, will Tyler Black be able to keep his eye on the ball against former champion Nigel McGuinness? And our main event next week, El Generico, Davey Richards. But that's next week. Right now, let's hear from the third man in our main event tonight.
Briscoe!
Last time I was on HDNet in the three-way, I got the experience. I didn't get the win. I didn't take the loss either. So this time I'm gonna be on my toes. You always gotta be alert, know what's going on. You gotta keep your head on a swivel, like a linebacker. Last time I faced Roger Strong, I mean, he caught me. I was a little angry. I mean, I really wouldn't call it hatred towards Roger Strong, just a little angry because I don't like to lose. In my book, D'Lo Brown's a bitch. First time I faced him in New York, he kicked me in my nuts. You know, I mean, that ain't right. The last time I faced him, right when I was getting him going, getting ready to get him, he walked out.
Hey, D'Lo! What the hell was that? Why don't you bring your ass back down to this ring and quit being a little bitch?
Whoa! Stage is set for our main event tonight.
The following three-way match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 265 pounds, D'Lo Brown.
A lot of folks say D'Lo Brown could really be something special here in Ring of Honor.
Well, you know that he takes issue with the terminology used by Jay Briscoe.
From Sandy Fort, Delaware, weighing 216 pounds, Jay Briscoe.
Hey, you talked about it, Dave. Those two had words with each other when they last met.
From Tampa, Florida, weighing 215 pounds, Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong has got some experience in these three-way, so we're ready to go with our triple threat.
This is certainly a matchup that I could see any of these three men pulling out the victory. Three of the very best athletes in Ring of Honor. And Paul Turner asking for the code of honor to be followed, the handshake, before the matchup gets started.
You gotta wonder, will D'Lo do that? No, I didn't think so. Jay Briscoe told us last time he was in a three-way, didn't win, but he didn't lose either.
And it was during that matchup he also got busted open, blood pouring out of his forehead during the course of that one, so that could have been a factor in that three-way.
Nice shot by D'Lo to Jay Briscoe. Off the ropes into into the midsection, but Strong takes out the feet of D'Lo, and then there's the double team.
Working as a unit, focusing on D'Lo together. We do have a friendly rivalry, though, between Jay Briscoe and Roderick Strong. Though they are friends and they might work over D'Lo together, they are going to have to battle one another as well.
Nice move by Roderick Strong. Remember, we saw Jay Briscoe lose his cool last time these two met. And outside the ring, Roderick Strong. D'Lo back in it.
Jay Briscoe took his eye off the third man in the matchup, didn't realize D'Lo Brown was inside the ring and paid the price.
Yeah, that's one of the things about a three-way, Dave. You got to kind of have eyes in the back of your head.
Kind of like Tyler Black. But D'Lo's on top of things, literally. Only gets a near fall, though.
Only a count of two, and here comes Roderick Strong. Look at the strength of D'Lo. There's a kick from Jay Briscoe.
Roderick wound up on top right there, pounding away on the back of D'Lo Brown. D'Lo definitely the strongest man in this matchup. Caught Roderick like a small child just a moment ago. But if they do work like a tag team here, Roderick and Jay Briscoe, to focus on D'Lo together, they could weaken him and then do battle against each other.
Dave, that's the strategy in the three-way. You got to eliminate somebody, then go head-to-head, and sometimes it's easier if you do take that tag team mentality, which I think Briscoe and Roderick Strong are taking right now.
But it does come down to only one of the three men can pull out the victory in this matchup. They can only work as a unit for so long before they're going to have to fight.
Only a count of two that time on D'Lo Brown, and you see Strong and Briscoe both going to work on D'Lo. He is stunned a little bit. There's the flying kick. Right to D'Lo, and a count of only two.
That's where the teamwork stops. Only one can go for a cover after they get D'Lo down on his back.
You gotta wonder what D'Lo Brown's thinking right now with two guys going after him. Can Roderick Strong lift him up? I don't think so.
He does have a lot of strength, but D'Lo put on the brakes. Firing away on Jay Briscoe, but there's Roderick, and those signature chops of Roderick Strong doing a lot of damage.
Two chops from Jay Briscoe as well, and now both guys going after D'Lo Brown.
In the back of D'Lo's mind, he has to realize, though, that eventually these two guys' tempers will flare again like they did at the end of their singles matchup, and they're going to fight one another here.
But right now they are determined to get D'Lo as the first one out.
I see some animosity right now. They're having words.
You almost could read Roderick Strong's lips. He said, "Come on, Jay, let's do this."
Well, they do have D'Lo Brown down, but neither man has been able to pin the man as of yet.
Foot right to the neck, and you can see that D'Lo not able to breathe.
Is Roderick Strong trying to direct Jay inside that ring and tell him what to do?
Well, I think this is smart on both of these guys. You got to be in sync with what you're doing to take out a D'Lo Brown. And both guys now going to try to lift him up. It'll take two. And even now they can't get him off the ground. What a move by D'Lo Brown. What incredible strength he has.
Great show of power. D'Lo back to his feet. Flying knee strike connects with Jay Briscoe.
And Briscoe rolling out of the ring. He was stunned as well there. Roderick Strong having some trouble.
This is why they were working together. D'Lo's a very powerful individual and fires away with that forearm. But Roddy firing back himself.
What a great comeback by D'Lo Brown, who was double teamed by Roderick Strong and Jay Briscoe.
Elevates Roderick to the apron. But look at Jay pulling Roderick to the floor. So much for that teamwork, Hog.
Yeah, I think that teamwork might be about over right now.
They realize it is every man for himself. And here comes Roderick Strong wiping out both of his opponents.
I think this now is about winning the match as you look at it again. Strong diving over that top rope. And he stung both of those guys.
Both Jay Briscoe and D'Lo trying to pull themselves up on the floor as Roderick waits inside the ring.
Well, I think you have to say right now Roderick Strong has the advantage.
And it's Jay and D'Lo pulling one another to the floor here.
Meanwhile, while all this is going on, Roderick Strong gets a chance to catch his breath, get some energy, and plan his move on D'Lo. There are those chops you were talking about him, Dave. They have an effect on D'Lo Brown, but he just can't lift him up, or can he?
He's trying yet again. But D'Lo, oh, look at the power of Roderick. But D'Lo quickly maneuvers off of the shoulders and delivers the lung blower.
Yeah, I agree with you that Roderick has power, but he doesn't have the strength to get D'Lo up off the mat. That might cost him. Almost. 3. A near fall. And I think Roderick Strong made a mistake trying to get D'Lo up off the mat. And now D'Lo Brown outside trying to take care of Jay Briscoe.
Let's take another look. Great agility for the big man. Took flight. He's keeping his eyes on both of his opponents. That's exactly what you have to do in a triple threat matchup.
I think that's one of the reasons D'Lo has had such success in this sport, and you can tell he has really prepared himself for this match.
And I think Roderick Strong is regretting throwing chops at D'Lo Brown's chest.
I also think he's regretting, as I said, trying to lift him up twice.
D'Lo has him down, off the ropes with momentum, sliding clothesline, gets all of it.
And again, a count of 2.
Look of determination on the face of D'Lo Brown. Looking to pull up Roderick Strong here and follow up. No, he's sending him to the floor.
You know, D'Lo talked about his strategy, eliminating one man, and there's Jay Briscoe, who is yet to be eliminated, and Briscoe's going to try to eliminate Roderick Strong. These two guys early in this match teamed up together, but certainly not now.
And D'Lo is just watching as these two men brutalize one another on the floor.
Oh, into that barrier goes Jay Briscoe, hard.
And after that damage is done, D'Lo now sending Roderick into the barricade as well. Both of D'Lo's opponents have met the steel, and look at the smile on his face. D'Lo is in the driver's seat in this match.
Yeah, D'Lo was down early as he was double teamed, but he has come back.
And he's going to focus on Jay Briscoe. Oh, but only gets 2.
This is the strategy that D'Lo Brown told us about earlier. Now getting ready for a big blow to the head of Jay Briscoe. Another shot to the head, and here comes Briscoe battling back.
Exchange of shots by both men, but Jay with a flurry here. Reversal of the whip into the buckle, and a knee strike from D'Lo Brown.
And that knee to the chest stung Jay Briscoe, as you can see. Here comes Roderick Strong.
He takes out the legs. A big splash from Roderick. And Jay doesn't want to just stand there and watch the match come to an end. He breaks up the pin attempt.
What a great 3-way we're seeing here.
All 3 men feeling the effects of a hard-fought battle. Who's going to get to their feet first, though?
All 3 have had an advantage at one time in this match. Now D'Lo, obviously the strongest of the 3, but look at that. He is very unsteady on his feet.
All 3 men on their feet. And just duking it out inside that ring. It is anybody's ball game at this point in the contest.
This has turned into a real war here.
More hard chops from Roderick, but there's the great equalizer going to the eyes.
It seems to me that the strength of D'Lo Brown might be the determining factor in this match. Roderick Strong's tried to lift him up a couple of times, has not been able to do it. Nice shot to the head. Jay Briscoe follows that up. Briscoe's got him up. Boy, you get D'Lo up off the mat like that, and then he falls awfully hard.
Only 2 after that Death Valley driver. A good show of strength by Jay Briscoe. He was able to lift up D'Lo while Roderick couldn't.
This might be Jay Briscoe's best chance, but he too unsteady on his feet.
These fans telling him to man up. To the top rope he goes, but there's Roderick Strong to put a stop to it.
And look at D'Lo Brown. Down, looks like he might be out, and here comes Roderick Strong. Maybe a finishing move here.
Oh, but D'Lo Brown, he's back on his feet.
D'Lo with a shot to the back of Roderick Strong. And D'Lo slamming Strong down. Only a count of 2.
Into the STF goes D'Lo Brown. Will Roderick Strong be forced to tap out right here?
Trying to get to the rope. There's no chance of that. You see him reaching his arm out. It's a long way to the rope. Jay Briscoe in. Trying to take both guys out with one kick.
He didn't want to watch Roderick Strong tap out and D'Lo Brown win the match. Jay wants the victory for himself. And chopping away at the chest of D'Lo Brown right now.
As I said a moment ago, D'Lo still got some power left, but you can tell he is gassed as his head goes into that buckle.
Roderick just waiting. Connects with the kick.
And another kick from Jay Briscoe. Now Strong gets him up off the mat. Oh, is this going to be it for D'Lo? No, Briscoe comes in, and that really saved D'Lo. Although Briscoe going to work on him, working on the head.
Clothesline takes away all of his momentum. And D'Lo Brown back on his feet. Shining Wizard.
Just a battle of survival.
Roderick Strong kicks out and D'Lo can't believe it.
Dave, both these, or all 3 of these guys are throwing bombs right here. D'Lo showing a lot of strength still. Roderick Strong. There's a roll up. There's a 3 count. Oh, I would not have thought that was going to happen.
The winner of this contest, Roderick Strong.
An excellent counter by Roderick Strong, able to get the leverage necessary to pin the shoulders of D'Lo Brown for the 1-2-3.
As I told you, I didn't think this was going to happen like this. D'Lo Brown's in shock. What a great main event. Great night for Roderick Strong and a good night for Ring of Honor on HDNet.